Heroes of Avalon, The King's Redemption. Where do I even begin with this book? Well, I should probably warn you that this video does contain spoilers, so if you're really not interested in having this book spoiled for you, I strongly recommend you go back to the first book called The Knight of Two Realms and read that. Okay, you had your chance. Anyway, so the second book of the trilogy is very much like the first one in that it's divided into two parts. And with this book, this time we're following the mindset of the gods. So in the first half, we are following Benji, who is the god of conquest. He and Moira actually go on a little mystery hunt, if you will. And they have to go all over the world in search of something. And along the way, they learn a lot about themselves. And that, I think, was my favorite part about writing the second book, was just talking about them and how they interacted with each other. And it was fun. It was fun with the bantering. It was fun. I'm hoping at this point you have read the first book, unless you're with the spoiler groups, then you like the spoilers. If you remember from the first book, Benji and Moira did not like each other. At least that's a big understatement. They did not like each other. So it was fun to play around with their interaction. And this adventure of theirs takes place after the split, after the world has returned to normal. Now, part 2 follows the life of Caradwyn and follows her take on the situation, and it's actually a different time frame. So her adventure is during the split, what she's been doing and behind the scenes. So everything that's going on in book 1, including the first and second half of book 1, it's her. So it's her perspective on how things are going. She goes through space, she goes to Avalon, she goes all over the place. And this book doesn't heavily focus on space, but it slowly inches that way towards planets, towards the gods and the gods of each planet. And so that was really fun to get into, and I ended up having to draw out, horribly mind you, but draw out the solar system for this, and I'm hoping to be able to put that into book 3. Now, I definitely, I've probably said already that I really loved writing this book. It's a favorite of the 3 books, and in some ways I kind of just wish I could go back and write them again, write the character interactions again, because it was just so much fun, and it was fun creating new things and creating new creatures, new inventions. So that was super, super fun for me. And as for the third and final book of the trilogy, that is going to be interesting because that almost solely focuses on space, and it kind of takes you back a little bit to before all of this chaos happened, to the point where it's almost the dawn of time. So please check out book 1, The Knight of Two Realms, and check out the upcoming book, The King's Redemption, and get ready for book 3.